are shocked, disappointed. Labour Party condemns 160 million car gift to lawmakers, issues directives. Yeah. So we saw actually that the National Assembly has earmarked, in fact, they have even paid for that vehicle, but spent 558 billion naira to buy SUVs, 2023 Toyota Jeeps for the lawmakers. Okay. And each of the Jeep worth 160 million naira. Okay, and the question people are asking is, in this moment that Nigerians are suffering, that palliative is being given and it's not going around, that everybody is crying. That is when these people are still spending this huge amount of money on themselves. And secondly, a moment where Nigeria does not have forex, they don't have dollars to to do legitimate businesses. How did these people see these dollars to go and buy this motor? Because they must have bought it abroad. So the lawmakers obviously are not for Nigerians, they are for themselves. That is the truth. The lawmakers are not for Nigerians. So this news has been making rounds, and now Labour Party is reacting to the same news and said they are surprised that this is happening. Okay? They are surprised that this is happening, and now they have issued directive. So who did they issue this directive to? Is it to their people not to accept it, or how? Let's be sure. Because most people that join Labour Party, some of them actually join Labour Party to use Labour Party influence to get what they want. I don't think in their heart of heart that they are with Labour Party. That is another thing we need to understand. So let's move on. Niger News reports that the chairman of the House of Representatives Committee on Media and Publicity Affairs, Honorable Akin Rotimi, had confirmed the distribution of Toyota Prado SUVs worth 160 million naira each to each lawmaker. The lawmaker said it is the tradition of the National Assembly to procure utility vehicles for members, noting that the car will be needed for oversight functions in the discharge of their duties within the standing committees. Reacting in a statement on Tuesday obtained by Niger News, Abure called on all Labour Party legislators in the 10th Assembly to kick against this unnecessary wastage of resources. He urged the present administration to, in the interest of Nigeria, retrace its steps and give priority to revamping the economy instead of its current obsession with luxury living. Okay? Abure's statement read, a few days ago, the news filtered that 360 members of the House of Assembly are to be, House of Representatives, to be gifted with vehicles with about 160 million naira each. The Labour Party is indeed shocked, saddened, and disappointed at the level of insensitivity being displayed by the executive and the legislative arm of the Bola Tinubu-led All Progressive Congress administration. It is saddening that with deepening poverty among Nigerians, the administration had decided to increase its appetite for a life of opulence to mock hardworking but underprivileged Nigerians. How else can any government justify the bloated Federal Executive Council of 48 cabinet members, with each of them given 3 luxurious or 4-wheel drive vehicles on the first day in office, paid and fueled by taxpayers' money? This is notwithstanding hundreds of presidential and ministerial aides, as well as numerous aides to the aides, which are being funded by the government. These vehicles will be costing Nigerians about 57.6 billion naira, and this is happening at a time when government claims it cannot afford to increase the minimum wage of 30,000 naira monthly to workers. A bag of 50 kg rice is today 50,000 naira, and most families can't afford 2 square meals a day. How insensitive can the government become? This same government is still going around the world cap in hand seeking for loan. What a shame. As things stand today, inflation is likely to hit 30% by December. By December 2023. Yet all they are concerned about is the comfort of a privileged few who found themselves in the public office. Why spend so much money on the import and purchase of vehicles from other nations amidst the scarcity of needed foreign exchange for manufacturing? Why not empower local manufacturers such as N160M in Anambra and Peugeot Automobiles in Kaduna to save forex and boost our local economy? When our presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, said we in the Labour Party want to move the economy from consumption to production, this was what we mean. Okay? Nigeria first. We implore this government to, in the interest of our dear nation, retrace its steps and give priority to revamping the economy instead of its current obsession with luxury living. We're also calling on the Labour Party, okay, legislators in the 10th Assembly to kick against this unnecessary wastage of resources. That is it. Okay, and this is in line with the ideology of the party, which is social justice and equal opportunity for all. Nigerians will hold them responsible if they fail to live above board or give proper account of the electoral investment reposed in them. Nigerians are fed up with the status quo and they crave for a different leadership that must factor the interest of the suffering masses. The poor must be allowed to breathe again in this country. Exactly. Exactly. So what Julius Abure is exactly what it is. Unfortunately, the government, the people, the politicians that we have in power right now are absolutely insensitive to the suffering of Nigerians. In the moment where things are bad, they are living in abject and in real opulence or affluence or whatever you call it. Their appetite for luxury is still increasing, using taxpayers' money to fund their luxurious life. And without care, without remorse, that is terribly bad. That is unacceptable. Okay? Absolutely unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Something must be done about this. And this is exactly why Nadeko USA is actually frowning at the 10th Assembly. Okay? The same way that, I just don't know, understand. It's terrible that people who say they're elected, who claim to be elected to represent their people, don't care about how the people they're representing are faring. Rather, they are there doing their own thing and using taxpayers' money to do what they like. This is bad. As always say, well said, but tell your members in the National Assembly to reject the offer and set a good example. Exactly that is what he has said, that he has told the Labour Party members of the legislators to reject that offer because it is bad. Yes, to show that you are different and credible, Labour Party members in the House should not collect the car. Ethnicity and tribe has eating your brain out because your brother without identity is in power. Now, wow. Someone say, you see, that's why Peter Obi is far better than these people. If you must mobilize them, is a car worth of 5 million not enough? Get for them each and stop wasting our money for this way. Our money this way. Anyway, it is your people business. I am hoping to go to my father's land Biafra soon. Okay? Make una do as una like. So say you are these mundane and irrational Biafra dreams. You made a point and spoiled it with this unrealistic dream. Now, wow. Tell Labour Party members in National Assembly to quickly reject the offer. Not to reject the offer because the offer is mandatory, but SUV of such amount where Nigeria borrowed money all over this time is inhuman. Exactly. At this point, Nigeria is borrowing to fund the luxurious life of the executive legislators and the judiciary. It is terrible, I tell you. So thank you for listening. And let's have a comment. That is Julius Abure, the Labour Party National Chairman, reacting to the purchase of 2023 Prado Jeeps for the lawmakers.